Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your good guy here, Prince Onyx. I am so sorry that I'm getting to y'all with this review and my hair is jacked up. Please forgive me. I woke up around 9 o'clock. I was watching, I just got done watching Empire, the second episode, Outspoken King, and I just got done watching the episode and the preview for next week's episode, even though it keeps saying this season, but I feel like I think instead of saying this season, that might have been a typo. They probably meant next episode. We find out a lot of shit. And I'm gonna have to get to that in a little bit, but yeah, we find out a lot of shit. And listen here, baby, listen. Shit, okay? So let's go ahead and let's get into this. So we start off with what appears to be a car chase at first, but really it was one of Lucious's videos that they were showing on the news because they were talking about how Empire is about to go public and go on the IPO and all that stuff. So Lucious is actually working out in his gym at the house and watching TV when his new girlfriend, who we don't know her name yet. You know what? Let me look it up, y'all, because this is just crazy. Because it's like, and it's just crazy because they never told us. They never told us the name of They never told us the name of Andre's wife until this episode. So now let me see if I can find Lucious's. Let me see if I can find his new girlfriend's name. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's Akina. Okay, there it is. That's her name, Akina. Okay, so Akina comes downstairs and she turns the TV and they see the security camera outside of the gates to their house, and it's Cookie as pretty much let her in. They let her in and she's just she has a shocked look on her face because it's like it's just damn, this is pretty much the empire that Lucious built when she was locked down. So she pretty much lets in. She gets out the car. The cab driver, he's like, hey, where's my money? Hey, where's my money? She just like paid. She just tells Lucious to pay the man because Cookie don't give a fuck, and that's why me and you, Cookie, we here. Anyway, she eats breakfast and she was asking the maid for some bacon, and of course the maid wasn't responding to her, and she was just like, well, damn, don't you talk? And the maid was like, yeah, I talk, but apparently I guess the maid doesn't talk to. I don't know. I guess you don't talk to. I don't know. The maid just seemed like she was too bougie. It's like, bitch, you're a maid. I mean, know your fucking position. Anyway, that's what I would have said. Anyway, Cookie is at the house, and she is demanding that Jamal perform at the Leviticus performance with Hakeem. Of course, Lucious, he's like, no, that's not happening, because again, he hates his son, blah, blah, blah. So, pretty much during this whole conversation, Cookie then reminds Lucious and Akina, she lets Akina know that it was her $400,000 in drug money that, that is the reason why he got all this stuff. Of course, she didn't say the drug money part, but she did say the $400,000. Lucious snatched her ass up and walks out the house and shit, and it's just like, well, damn. Well, not out the house, but walks into the hallway. And Akina, I think she was low-key eavesdropping because she was a little bit worried at first, like, because Lucious was putting his hands on Cookie. So I guess for a minute she was like, oh, shit, I might want to stop this before he gets some type of domestic abuse charges. But she just sits there. All right, next we see this new artist who at first I did not catch her name, and I had to keep rewinding the DVR because it was like, what the fuck is her name? And I think I just called her T in my notes right here, just to show y'all I got notes. I called her T, and yes, my handwriting is not the best, y'all, but I was writing this shit fast because I got class at 2, and so I need to do this review. I'm trying to get this to y'all, a good review, very thorough and in-depth like my last one, but it's like, I have to pay attention to my time, so excuse me, you guys. But anyway, the new artist, I call her T. I think her full name is Tiana, and Lucious had just signed her or whatever. She accidentally came into the room where Hakeem was being interviewed about his performance with some journalist or whatever who was videotaping him, I guess a part of his vlog or some bullshit. Anyway, she she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, wrong room," and then she goes off to her what we find out is her rehearsal. At first, I thought it was a music video, but no, it was really her rehearsal because I noticed that there were no directors or anything there. So, But and of course Hakeem was just like, "Oh no, you ain't in the wrong room. Come here, come here." And she just like, "No, she just pretty much served his ass dust, and she just kept on moving. Speaking of dust being served, Hakeem and his crew came into her rehearsal, and she was just like, guys, you're sort of disrupting my rehearsal." You can tell she's very like a very dainty girl, very like girly girl kind of. But some tell me she does have a mean streak in her if she's pushed to that edge. But anyway, Hakeem had reminded her of some type of perks that she gets for being a celebrity or some shit, and he talked about putting her on the VIP list for his performance and all that stuff, and putting her on a list for some type of turn up afterwards, if you know what I mean. So she does it, and so she rejects him, and as I said a few seconds ago, she served his ass dust, and she just kept on moving, and pretty much she tries to play it off or whatever. Next, we have Lucious calling up Becky, and he's talking about some type of managers or somebody who can help back Hakeem up for this performance, get one of their artists, and pretty much. Damn, I wrote. Ooh, shit. Anyway, he's just talking about that, and so he gets Vernon on the line, who is played by Malik Yaber. I hope I said his last name right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Anyway, it's pretty much a three-way conversation. They're all talking, and pretty much they find out that one of their artists, Kid Fofo, whatever the fuck, they find out that his lyrics are responsible for a mall shooting that left 2 dead. Now, mind you, during this conversation, Becky was trying to tell him this news, but he keeps on cutting her off at every given chance. Something tells me on one of these episodes, Becky is going to give it to his ass. She's just going to let his ass know, "I'm sick of you cutting me off every time I'm trying to tell you some shit." I feel it that she is getting tired of being played like her position doesn't matter. Damn, I can't talk right now. Hold on, y'all. I know she is getting tired of that shit. Anyway. Oh, shit. Anyway, I can tell that she's getting tired of being blown off like as if her position does not matter. And, pretty much, yeah, so they pretty much find out that, oh, shit, Kid Fofo, he got into this heap of trouble. His lyrics got him into a heap of trouble, which brings a bunch of PR and issues. Hold on. Anyway, I'm sorry. Ooh, I am so sorry, y'all. Y'all can skip over that part. I'm so sorry. I had to answer the door. Anyway, so yeah, Lucious and all them are talking, and so when Lucious arrives to the label, to the building, it's a whole bunch of press outside and a whole bunch of angry protesters who are upset about these hip hop lyrics, these gangster rap lyrics, and them causing the death of somebody, causing the loss of 2 lives. So, it's a whole bunch of controversy that he has to deal with. It just seems like Lucious can never catch a break. But anyway, pretty much, we next see Andre is recording a memo, a note to self type of thing. Basically, he's reminding himself to try and find a way to undermine Hakeem. As you can pretty much tell, I believe that Andre and Hakeem can't stand each other. I don't know how Jamal and Andre's relationship are as brothers. I don't know, because we haven't really seen them have a one-on-one scene together, so I don't know, but something tells me that even Jamal has a disdain for Andre. Andre is the oldest, then it's Jamal, and then it's Hakeem. So I can tell that maybe Jamal might have a disdain for Andre as well. Again, y'all, I apologize for that disruption. I had to answer the door. It was an emergency. Anyway, so Andre is taking a memo, and then in comes his wife, Rhonda. We found out what her name was later down the line. But anyway, Rhonda comes in and she asks him if he has seen his doctor. And of course he's like, no, he canceled his last 2 appointments. His last 2, not his last one, but his last two. And she's, even though you can tell that she's a conniving, snake ass bitch, even though she is that, you can tell that she is concerned about Andre, because lo and behold, we find out that this motherfucker is bipolar. Now, I knew something was up with him, but I did not know what it was, and we found out on this episode. I really like how each episode, it really gives you a lot of revealing shit. It's like this show, the pacing of it, I would say is good, because people's attention spans are so damn short, but it's like people really do catch on to shit. So it's like I like the pacing of the show. It's really good. Anyway, so yeah, she was just she was worried about him because she said the other night he was speaking in third person in his sleep. And, I really don't know what to make of that. I feel like something is going to happen with Andre. I don't know if it's going to happen just to him, or if he's going to do something to his father, or if he's going to do something to Cookie, or do something to one of his brothers. I don't know, but we have to stay tuned. So anyway, pretty much, yeah, she reminded him to tell Cookie about, Hakeem and how, his performance, and how, how they can sabotage that. He lets her know he already did that. Next, we have Cookie coming and we have Cookie coming into Jamal's apartment, and surprisingly enough, she came in on him and Michael in the middle of cuddling and kissing and pretty much about to make some love. Pretty much they was about to fuck. So it's like, let's be honest, they was pretty much about to blow each other backs out. Anyway, it's just I mean, damn, that is just so shocking. I would never want that to happen to, oh my goodness. I would never want that to happen to me. But if it does, I mean, that'll be an interesting story to tell at the dinner table. Anyway, so yeah, she came in on them, about to, blow each other backs out. And in comes Portia, Cookie's assistant. Now, from the previews, I had thought that Portia, now that I know her name, I thought that she was one of Cookie's friend's daughters, and she was just, hanging out with Cookie. But no, she's Cookie's assistant. So pretty much Cookie just talks to Jamal, and she just lets him know that she wants him to perform at this club at Leviticus, and he's like, he doesn't want to do it. And Cookie was like, what about what I want? And then Michael was like, oh, well, what about what we want? And she told his ass, shut up, Dora. And and it was just so funny, because it's like Cookie is so quick with these comebacks. Like, she just let a motherfucker know, shut your ass up. Like, this is an A and B conversation, me and Jamal, so see your ass out of it. Anyway, so next we have Becky, who is using Lucious's bathroom, and she I think she found Anika's purse, and I think she found Anika's purse in the bathroom, and she opened it and saw these pills, and she was very curious about whose pills these were, seeing as though this was Lucious's bathroom, and he doesn't really like letting other people use his bathroom or whatever, which she gets in trouble for when she comes out. So, she searches the name of these pills, and god damn it, shit, I'm so sorry, y'all. Hold on. Who the fuck is it? Hello? Okay, y'all, again, I am so sorry. These damn distractions, these are not my normal distractions. This is really bullshit. But anyway, like I was saying, so Becky searches up the pills, the name of them, and she finds out that Lucious has ALS. And she is the only person that knows, because I don't know if Anika knows. I don't think anybody knows. I know that we all know that the Sons don't know, Cookie doesn't know, Vernon doesn't know. Nobody pretty much knows except for Becky. She now knows what's going on. So, pretty much, oh yeah, I see at that part. So yeah, pretty much they were talking or whatever, and he was just, he was upset that she found out, but you could tell he was very emotional, because it's just like, it's still a shocker to him to know that he has this disease. And, he pretty much said that I'm not going to die. So he refuses to believe that he's going to die, because there is no cure for this. And you could just tell that even though he may treat Becky like shit sometimes, you can tell that he does have a soft spot for her. it's just, he has a funny way of showing it. Hold on. It's open. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm back. Anyway, so next we see there are some protests outside about this artist, about the artist Kia Fofo and his violent lyrics. And Lucious, Anika, some other guy who works at the office, and Vernon are having a press conference. Well, just a private conference in the office, and they're just talking about, you know, how he is pressured to drop him because of this incident. And who else comes in but good old Cookie? She comes in and she just, you know, she was just talking her shit, talking her trash. And then of course Kid Fofo has said something and a fight almost starts off. And it was just like, Lucious takes Cookie outside, him and her are talking in the hallway, and she's just like, you know, she keeps demanding that Jamal play Ed Leviticus, point blank period, like just let him play. And so, you know, they were talking or whatever, and he's telling her she has to, you know, be more of a business person now. You know, you can't come in on no old hood ghetto ratchet shit. You have to be more professional and more of a business person to, you know, not to scare the white people. And I know right, y'all is like, why is he doing this while recording this video? Child, listen, I'm trying to, god damn, my hair is a wreck. Anyway, trust me, y'all, I ain't going outside looking like this. Hell to the no. Anyway, so pretty much, yeah, they were just talking, and Lucious just serves Cookie some good old-fashioned dust. He just serves her good old-fashioned dust, and she, you know, just looks at him for a second, and then she throws her shoe at him. Now, mind you, while her and Lucious were talking, Portia was sitting there in the chair, and she was just talking on the phone, and then it was something that Lucious had said to Cookie. I don't remember, but it was something he had said, and the old girl was just like, I'm going to have to call you. She was like, I'm going to have to call you back. And if I was not screaming when she said that, I was hollering, y'all. That was just, I'm going to have to call you back. Anyway, she throws her shoe at Lucious when he leaves, and he turns around and looks at her like, bitch, you better be lucky that damn thing ain't hit me. And then, you know, and then Cookie storms off, and she tells Portia to get her shoe and or whatever. And so next we have Jamal, who is rehearsing his new song, Tell the Truth, which he performs later, but we'll get to that too. So yeah, he's rehearsing his new song, Tell the Truth, and Cookie loves it, and he's just like, well, Dad won't even listen to it, you know, blah blah blah. It's just such a side note. It's just such a damn shame that Lucious cannot accept Jamal for who he is, and just, you know, love his son, and just, you know what I'm saying? It's a damn shame. It is really a damn shame, and it's just such a damn shame, man. It's just, oof. It is such a damn shame. Oh boy. Oof. Let me not go there. Anyway. Come on now. Anyway, because it's like I can relate to what he's going through. So, it's a damn shame. But anyway. So yeah, Portia then suggests that Jamal just, you know, come out the way that he wants to or some shit. Or no, she says he should just come out, you know, the day of the performance. That way he can steal the shine away from the performance. But, you know, and Cookie actually agrees with her. And, of course, Jamal is like, damn, are you going to listen to this imbecile? The fact that he called her imbecile, I'm just like, well, damn, like, he just, man, this whole family knows how to serve shade, how to throw shade and serve dust. This whole family got comebacks for days. I don't care what y'all say. They got comebacks for days, for weeks. Anyway. So yeah, pretty much he just says that he doesn't want to do it her way. He wants to do it on his own time and when the timing feels right. And on top of that, he doesn't want to get in the middle of his parents' mess. Because he, you know, everybody can see what Cookie and Lucious are going through. He just doesn't want to get in the middle of that. So anyway, Cookie then gets a call that Bonky is dead, and Jamal overhears it. Because I think the phone may have been on speakerphone or some shit. But yeah, she gets a call, and it's from Lucious, and at first she was going off on him, but then she was just like, you know, when he told her that Bonky was dead, it was like a shock just fell across the whole room. It was just like, it was just shock. A whole shock fell across the whole room. So then we see everybody at the house: Anika, Andre, Vernon, Jamal, Hakeem, Cookie, Lucious. Yeah, that's it. Just them. Just like kind of, I guess you could say, the immediate family, if you will. So yeah, everybody's at the house, and pretty much, is sad looks across all around, tears falling, all that stuff. And we also find out that Bonky and Cookie were cousins, and he was pretty much like a father figure to the boys, especially to Hakeem. He was like really a father figure to Hakeem. So Hakeem really took it the hardest that lost lost damn near a father figure to him. Because it's like, even though Lucious is his father, Bonky was more of a father to him, And so, Lucious, of course, vows to find out whoever did this. Like, he vows to find out whoever did this. And Andre's just like, nah, Dad, don't do nothing stupid. We don't need no more bad publicity. And, during this, Cookie tries to console Hakeem, and he's just so sad and angry and frustrated. He just tells her, no, get off of me, get away from me, back off, and he storms out and leaves the room. Jamal then follows him, and him and Jamal, they talk, and they just pretty much talk about their parents and talk about Bonky, and Jamal is like, how Cookie, she knows everything. Like, she knows how Bonky was like a father to us. Like, she knows, like, because Hakeem was just like, well, how did she know everything? It's like, trust me, your mother knows. Anyway, they were talking anyway, and Jamal was talking about how Cookie has a plan for him to come out during the night of the performance that Hakeem has, and then Vernon comes in and talks to Hakeem, and he's just like, the cops had gave him all that they could find, and the cops gave him all that they could find, and that was the chain, the big old chain that Bonky had wore. He gave that to Hakeem, and Hakeem therefore put it on, and he pretty much is going to wear that as a remembrance and a token to Bonky. Now, next we have Andre and Lucious. They talk about Kid Fofo and talk about Bonky's death. And, Andre is just like how corporate America may not be ready for hip-hop. Basically corporate America, white America is not ready for hip-hop, and they don't really understand it and all the controversy and all that stuff. And, it was some truth in that statement, because even today it's like, it's still such a struggle and such a headache to just deal with all that stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, so pretty much, what else happened? Oh yeah, Andre also tells Lucious about Jamal's press conference, and it's just, oh my God, you know what? Terrence Howard has the most funniest reactions. It's like when you tell him something that he didn't know, because he was just, at the office about to he was just at his desk about to make a call or whatever, and Andre was like, oh yeah, about Jamal's press conference. He was like, what press conference? Like, what press conference? What are we doing here? Anyway, yeah, that caught him off guard. Next, we have this like all male photo shoot that's going on. I think it's Rhonda doing like a photo shoot of some male models, and they're all shirtless. I think she's doing a photo shoot for some magazine or some shit. Anyway, Rhonda introduces Cookie to Dominique, who's this really great PR person, a publicist, and they hit it off. They hit it off, and they just talking or whatever. And she's saying that she's requiring her services for Jamal's press conference, and she agrees to it. And Dominique requires $8,000 a month, and yeah, so she requires $8,000 a month. So she brings nothing but the best, and she just pretty much does the damn thing. She again brings nothing but the best, and she does the damn thing. So Hakeem and his crew we see them later at a bar, and he's still being followed by this journalist who's recording all this stuff. And, of course, Hakeem, again, is drunk, and he is just like, they were like, oh, do you got any words for Tiana, the singer? And he was just like, he said something about like, oh, I love you, girl. Like, he said some shit to that extent. And then he had pissed on the floor in the restaurant in front of all these people. Mind you, the majority, damn near all the customers of the restaurant were white. And people got offended, and they got up and left. And Hakeem was just saying some shit about He was just saying some shit about how, like, you know, he brings up racism and he's called Obama a sellout, which really sets off a firestorm. And mind you, this video then, oh yeah, the cops were called and I think he may have got arrested or something. But anyway, they probably called for disturbing the peace. Anyway, the video that was recorded is then put online by this journalist motherfucker. It's put online and pretty much yeah, it's put online, and then next thing you know, the next morning, everybody's seen it. Portia and Cookie seen it. Jamal and Michael seen it. Tiana and her backup dancers seen it. Everybody has seen this. Even Lucious has seen it. And Hakeem is in the office, and then, you know, him and his father get into an argument, and he smacked the shit out of Hakeem. And then Anika had came in, and she, you know, was trying to break it. She broke it up before it got any worse. So, you know, however, Anika lets him know that this bad press turned into good press, because now they got like 3,000 more people who are going to come to this performance. So, you know, they talk for a while or whatever, and then we see Cookie and Portia walk in on Lucious's press release about Kid Fofo. Pretty much they were talking or whatever, and she just said that it sounds like Lucious, he done grew a vagina, and he's not the Lucious that she used to know. Which Anika turns around and shuts her down and just lets her know, well, the Lucious that you used to know is the one who's not going out there to talk to these people. And Lucious, with like you could tell it was some emotion in his voice. He was just like, I'm trying to keep it calm and cool and collective for these white people, because you know how they feel when it comes towards us. So, you know, it's with Empire, I can say that from the second episode, Lee Daniels is really dropping a lot of knowledge bombs, and he's just really talking about a lot of shit that people, here's the thing, Lee Daniels, I respect him for this, because in this show, he is talking about so much stuff that people in the black community fail to realize when it comes to corporate America, when it just comes to a lot of shit. Like, he just talks about so much. Hold on, y'all, I got another distraction. Hold on. The door should be open. Alright, I'm back, y'all. Anyway, so yeah, he talks about a lot of stuff. He really talks about a lot of shit that people really don't pay attention to in our community. From, you know, corporate America and homosexuality in the black community, homophobia in the black community. He talks about a lot of stuff that people really, you know, are so afraid to talk about. Anyway, that people are really afraid to talk about. Anyway, Cookie leaves after talking her shit. She leaves, and she receives some mysterious text she receives 3 text messages from a mysterious number telling her to, you know, call, pick up, have you got my calls, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So, which we will get to later. So, Jamal and Lucious are riding around in a car in the next scene, and Lucious just lets Jamal know he doesn't want him to come out. And then on top of that, you know, Jamal refuses his offer. And his father just reminds him that, oh, remember, I'm the one who paid for the clothes you're wearing, who put you in this $12,000 loft. I'm the one who, goddamn, can y'all turn the TV down? Shit. Anyway, he's, hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, I had to turn the TV down. Damn, that shit was loud. Anyway, so yeah, they were riding around or whatever and talking, and Lucious just reminded him it was him who paid for them clothes you're wearing, who pretty much paid for that new piano that you're playing on. It was him who paid for that $12,000, who's paying for that $12,000 loft that you're living in. He just let him know, point blank period, here's the deal. You do this to me because, again, Lucious is all, you know, it's all about me, and, you know, you're going to hurt my label and you're going to hurt record sales and blah, blah, blah. You know, he's just such a selfish motherfucker when it comes to Jamal. Anyway, it's just, I just hate that. Like, I just really hate how he treats his son, but this is shit that happens in our fucking community. You can't deny that. Anyway, yeah, so they were talking, and, you know, he just let him know, you do this, oh, I'm cutting you off. So pretty much, Jamal is going to have to fend for himself if he does this. So this then puts Jamal, this is a side note, this then puts Jamal in kind of a standstill, because it's like he really does want to come out, but he wants to do it on his own time and not his mother's time. But he doesn't want to risk getting cut off, because if he gets cut off, where is he gonna go? Where is he going? What is he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just shit. Like, he is pretty much a rock in a hard place. Like, he is at a fucking crossroad. If he comes out, this is what he'll suffer, which is really sad within itself. So then we see Portia, Cookie, and Dominique. They're setting up for Jamal's press conference, and pretty much everybody from Cookie and Michael, because Michael, he ended up showing up without Jamal, and they were pretty much calling him back to back, and he wasn't answering. Now, mind you, Jamal is at the house practicing Tell the Truth, and he turns on the TV. Well, the TV is already on, but he sees his father doing a press conference with Megan Kelly, whatever her name is, talking about Kia Fofo, and he's just performing Tell the Truth at his house. He's performing it at his house, at his apartment. He's just performing it on the piano, just singing. He is just singing his heart out. It was such a heartfelt performance, a heartfelt song, and at the end of him singing, tears were falling down his face, and I really felt for him, because it's like I can relate to his character. So it's like I just really felt for him. Like, that was an emotional performance. Shit. That was an emotional performance. God damn. Whew. Anyway, y'all. Over there at the record label, at the building, at what was supposed to be Jamal's press conference, what was supposed to be his press conference, reporters then come to Cookie and ask her if she has any comments on the Kid Fofo controversy. She just lets him know. She just said that, I got plenty of comments on this whole situation. She pretty much said that his lyrics suck, and that his lyrics don't compare to her husband's lyrics. And she quoted her husband's lyrics, talking about something like, he'll kill a cop or something, he'll kill a police or whatever, who tries to take his life, anything he'll do to defend his wife, something along those lines. And therefore, the reporter, Megan Kelly, whatever, she turns those lyrics, she turns Lucious's lyrics that they just heard from Cookie onto Lucious. And Lucious is just like, this hip hop thing is an expression. It's how you get your anger out, your frustration. And he would hope that he can still talk to the urban youth, even though he's not in the hood. And how people are quick to say, side note, how people are so quick to say, you so far from the hood that you don't understand what it's like, to be us, blah, 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 blah. It's like he would hope that his music and his poetry and stuff like that can still reach out and touch those kids who are in the same predicament that he was in, and help him out, and help them out, to not have to pick up, as he said, a 12-gauge shotgun, or pick up a pistol and shoot people and take someone's life. He would hope that this helps people out. You know what I'm saying? He would hope that this helps somebody else out. That that hip hop, this music thing, helps people out. Again, it's a lot of subliminal shit that they just dropping in here that you really got to catch on to. Anyway, after the press conference, we see Lucious, Anika, Vernon, and Kid Fofo, and Andre and them. They all walking out from the press conference. They're happy that it's over with and it's behind them now. And they, are heading to the elevator. Andre and Lucious are talking for a little bit. And surprisingly enough, I don't even think Lucious knows. Here's the thing. I don't think the same way how nobody knows that Lucious has ALS, I don't think anybody knows that Andre is bipolar. I don't think anybody but his wife knows. And so with that being said, when him and Andre are talking, Lucious looks at his son, looks in his eyes, and he's just like, are you okay? Is something wrong? Because he can sense that something ain't right. He can sense something is not right. And, of course, Andre denies it, and he's like, oh, no, I'm okay. Anyway, they all get on the elevator, and before the door closes, bam! Cookie comes in, and she's just like, hold the door, like, wait for me. She gets on the elevator, and then, her and Lucious were talking or whatever. Well, before they were talking, Kid Fofo said some shit. He called her another bitch again, and she turned around and she looked at Lucious and was just like, you gonna let him talk You gonna let him talk to me that way? And of course, Anika, as in the corner laughing, Cookie then turned to her, and she was ready to attack. But of course, they broke it up or whatever. And Cookie she was on the verge of shedding some tears. They were, tears at the eyes. They didn't fall down. But she was just so shocked that Lucious would let anybody treat her this way. Because 17 years ago, he didn't let nobody treat her that way. He treated her like a queen in a sense, and he never let nobody treat her that way. But now that he's on another level, pretty much he letting anybody talk to her that way. So she walks out the elevator, everybody else walks out the elevator, and it's just Kid Fofo and Lucious. And as they walk out the elevator, Kid Fofo says some more shit about Cookie, and then Lucious turned around and let him know, as of right now, your contract is terminated. You're done. So then, pretty much, and to be honest with that, you can tell that Lucious and Cookie still have a love for each other. It's just that with what's going on with them, they just, with all the anger and the bitterness and hatred towards each other, it's just not allowing them to really come back and connect. But you can tell that Lucious still got a soft spot for her. As quiet as it's kept, and as much as he masks it on his face, you can tell he really loves this girl. So, oh shit, we at the 36-minute mark. Yay! Anyway, so Hakeem gets ready for his performance, and before he heads out, he apologizes to his father for messing up, and his father just tells him, it's alright or whatever, and that, don't screw up. Pretty much, long story short, don't fuck up. Don't fuck this up. He just, Anyway, Cookie and Jamal are in the club, and they're talking, they're sitting down, and, Cookie is just letting Jamal know, because he was apologizing to Cookie, and you can tell she was pissed off. But, she loves her sons regardless, but you can tell she was pissed off. So she was just like, in this business, you're going to have to do things that you never thought you were going to have to do. And then on top of that, let me repeat that. She let Jamal know that in this business, you're going to have to do things that you never thought you were going to have to do. And there's a bill that you got to pay, and someday we all got to pay that bill. So, she just let his ass know, hey, it's all right, but you have to really do things in this industry that you never thought that you would have to do. And again, that's very relatable, not just to the music industry / entertainment industry, but that's with any industry. You will have to do things that you never thought you would have to do. And not just in the industry life, but in social life as well. Like, we all do things that we never thought we would have to fucking do. So anyway, we then see Rhonda and Andre talking, and Andre is turned the fuck up. He is like laughing and just joking and just, falling back, ha ha ha, like he just all, he is really off his shit. He is really off his shit. And Rhonda simply grabbed his ass. I think she grabbed his leg. I don't think she grabbed his nuts, but I think she grabbed his leg really tight, and she just let his ass know, I will have your ass committed if you don't take your damn meds. Bitch, she just let his ass know, I will have your ass committed. Damn. So anyway, Jamal and Hakeem are talking backstage, and to our surprise, they end up teaming up and doing a performance, the song No Apologies, which is available on iTunes right now. But anyway, they end up teaming up, and Tiana sees Hakeem performing, and then she meets him in the backstage afterwards, and they, hook up or whatever. And outside, Lucious and Cookie are talking, and he agrees that they make a good team, and Cookie is like, yeah, well, don't worry about that, because next time Jamal is going to be the one in front. And, of course, Lucious is just, already shutting that idea down, and she's just so over him not accepting Jamal and not allowing Jamal to just be out there and on the stage performing. Like, she hates to see Jamal's talent go to a waste, because to her, his talent is going to a waste. But anyway, and I hope y'all enjoy this natural light that I'm using from the window, and I also got my other lights on, so I hope y'all are enjoying that. Anyway, so pretty much, he let her know that he dropped Kid Fofo off the label, and on top of that, Cookie then calls him a terrible parent because of how Hakeem is being raised, because she saw the way he looked at Tiana, and she knew what was going to happen after his performance. And she was just like, you know, you raised this monster, now you have to deal with it. Point blank period, now you got to deal with it. And lo and behold, as Cookie gets outside waiting for her car, and she was like, damn, I might have to fire Portia ass. Anyway, as she gets outside, she is then approached by this man, and then a car is outside waiting for her, and they open up the door, and she gets into the car and talks with this woman that we know as Agent Carter, and they're talking about a deal that Cookie made with the feds, which is why she's out early. And so they say that now they need her to testify in front of a grand jury. Now, who they need her to testify against, we do not know, but something tell me it's that guy Puma that she's gonna have to testify against, or I don't know, maybe Lucious. I don't know who she has to testify against, but whoever they want her to testify against, she is refusing because she is in fear of her fucking life. If she talks, she is in fear of her fucking life. Because she was letting them know that y'all are going to get me killed if I testify, you know, for whoever she has to testify for. So it's like, you know, in the next episode for the preview, we see her talking about she's in business, she's in contact with hitman, she's in contact with the FBI, she's in contact with drug dealers, she's in contact with so many damn people. It's so much shit going on. And then it's like, oh my, next episode is just going to be fucking explosive. And you know what, if I don't get to y'all with the next, for the next review, if I don't get to y'all next Thursday, I might get to y'all either Friday or Saturday, because next episode, I really want to just watch it and just, you know, really just watch it, and then I'll rewatch it and take my notes. So if I don't get to y'all next Thursday with the review, I'll just get to y'all either that following Friday or Saturday. But anyway, y'all, that is all I got. So leave y'all comments below. This has been yet another lengthy review for Empire. We are at the 41-minute mark. Leave your comments. Let me know what you guys' thoughts were on this episode. And I will see you guys later. Prince Onyx, peace out.